So my friends, people who are joining, first of all, thanks and welcome to this afternoon session. This is going to be a quick session. My name is Vikas Jain. As you can see, I have previously worked in IBM and McAfee. I'm having total 17 years of experience. I've been a global speaker, author, and coach. I had also offer from Microsoft before I went into this another journey of sharing and helping people as a coach, as a speaker. I did my MCA from Delhi University and BSc from Hansraj College. Now, during this journey, I have seen many people facing difficulty in cracking the interview. Is there anyone in the chat box? If you also faced any difficulty in cracking the interview, it would be great if you type me in the chat box if you have also faced any problem in cracking the interview. Because interviews are different. There are different strategies to crack the interviews. So have you also faced any problem in cracking the interview? Type me in case you have. Okay. Yes, so there are people who are sharing that they have also faced this problem of cracking the interview. And yes, it's actually difficult to crack an interview. Now, what is that thing that what you can do to make sure that in your next interview, you are better prepared? And one of the very first question that is asked, what is that first question that is asked in any interview? The first question that is asked in any interview is, tell me something about yourself. So in the meantime, if you can type quickly, would you like to share in the chat box below that what is your tell me something about yourself? Like when somebody asks you, tell me something about yourself, what do you share? While I will be doing, I'll be sharing my interview mastery guide, and people who are watching it on YouTube, you can get a free link. You can get in touch with me through email or WhatsApp, so that you can also get the complimentary copy of this guide, how to master your interview. But in today's session, we are going to focus particularly on one question. This is going to be a quick session. And that one question is, what is that one question? So in this guide, I have mentioned so many things: plan and prepare for interview well, 4 critical questions asked in the interview, then how to understand the interviewer's psychology. There are so many things that is covered in this book, and why job and career focus is required, how top companies can hire you, and industry is always having amazing opportunities. Some people might say that, okay, recession is going on, I may not have the relevant thing, but I can assure you, my friend, that industry is always having amazing opportunities. So you just have to have that right preparation to get to that level. And that we cover in our day-long workshop, which is happening on this Saturday. If you are also interested in our Saturday workshop, you can type in the comment box below and get in touch with us so that our team can help you with that. You will find our contact information on this link, vikasjanlive.com. So coming to that one question, which is, tell me something about yourself. So I'll just give you this information that typically what people will start with, even though they have experience, sometimes they start with their schooling, said where I studied. Have you also done the similar kind of thing? Where you start with, okay, Abhishek is saying no, that he is not making that mistake. But when I ask so many people, they will start with that, the school or college where they have studied. Now, tell me something about yourself is a very important question. It's actually set the tone of all your interview. If you think and take this program and this question seriously, you can imagine that by thinking about tell me something about yourself, you are creating and directing the interview the way you want to control. If you want to take control of your interview, you have to prepare it well. Most of the people does not prepare it well. So they will have a general understanding of their profile. They will just think normally, but they don't write it. Is there anyone who in the past have written this, tell me something about yourself, before appearing for the interview? In the chat box, type yes or no. Have you ever written? I understand that you know definitely about yourself, but have you gone out and actually written your tell me something about yourself? So Jayaprakash say, yes, I have written. Pawan say, no, I have not written. What about others? Have you any time written, tell me something about yourself? What about others? It's very important. Actually, in all my workshops, I always say that every interaction is an opportunity to market yourself. Every interaction is an opportunity to talk to possible employers. You never know. See, if you are looking for a job, and I'm sure that's why you are here. If you are looking for a job, it can so happen the employer is in this chat room only. In this small group of people, there might be somebody who might be looking for a job, or who might be looking for another person for their interview. So just try to be more proactive. So I've got answer from 2-3 people. What about others? Have you ever prepared? Tell me something about yourself. And when I say prepared, you actually wrote it. So and people who said yes, try to share me or tell me something about yourself, because in the interest of time, I may actually review and give you more feedback that how you can improve it. So critical thing, how you should prepare it. So it is written in this well-documented guide that tell me something about yourself is the one question that is asked in almost every interview. I think in more than 99% of the interview, this is how the conversation start. Now, why conversation start that way if you have given your resume? Conversations start that sometimes people want to know your understanding, that how you summarize your profile. You have written everything in the resume, but interviewer wants to know what is the summary of your profile. And I'll also share, there is one more possibility. Sometimes interviewers are given your resume just few minutes before the interview, or they were given your resume, but they did not get time to review that interview. All these possibilities exist. So in all the possible scenarios, interview questions start with, tell me something about yourself. Now, your response set the quality of response, like what is your tone, your communication style, your confidence. In many research, it is said that probably in first few minutes only, your interviewer will make a mindset that whether I'm going to hire this person or not. Yes, no, maybe decided within those 2-3 minutes. That's why the way you begin your tell me something about yourself is very important. Now, below mentioned are the best practices to prepare your tell me something about yourself. Ideally, you should write it to prepare it well. And that's what I just asked. Have you written your tell me something about yourself? These are just 4-5 lines that you have to write. But majority of the people are making this mistake that they don't write tell me something about yourself. So what is the most important thing that you have to keep in mind? The opening line is the most important. What is that very first line that you will say when you start speaking on tell me something about yourself? Sometimes I've seen, because of low confidence or anxiety. Why anxiety happen? Because definitely it's an interview, it's a critical interview. You don't want to miss anything. Is there anyone who feel that anxiety when they get into the interview, they have this precipitation, they might be having some internal anxiety that, okay, what will happen? Have you faced any anxiety in your interview? In the chat box, yes, no? Have you faced any anxiety in your interview when you attended the interview in the past? In the chat box. Yes. So Poonam says, yes, I have faced the anxiety. What about Aniket also says that yes. Rohan also say yes. So all of us have that anxiety when we are going for the interview, and anxiety is for a valid reason, because it's critical. All of us are looking for the job. Now, when we are going through that anxiety, the way we start our session becomes the differentiating factor. There might be somebody else who is very confident, will start with that, okay, my name is this, I have done this, and very crisp about whatever words that they are saying. And in those few words, they are able to clearly convey that what is my confidence, what is my communication, and what are the key attributes of my profile that I want to highlight. So your opening line is most important. When we do coaching program and longer one-day workshop, which we are having on this Saturday, and when we have 3 months program, I make people practice this a lot. So there are these mock interviews where people practice this session, that what is going to be their opening line. This may sound very easy, but it has to go through multiple iteration, that what is most comfortable with you. So focus very much on your first opening line that you are going to say. Now, coming to the second point. Is this clear to everyone right now, whatever I just shared? That First, you should write tell me something about yourself. Second, be very particular about your opening line. Yes, no, maybe in the chat box. In case you have any questions so far, you can type in the chat box. But if you are clear, I would expect a C or Y in the chat box that, yeah, it's clear to you. Friends, it's very important. And even people who are watching it on YouTube live, it's equally important that you type in the comment box. Actually, that's what interaction creates. A job interview is a conversation. Right now, you are in a listening mode. Unless you will actually start replying, you will not get into this habit of replying to people and getting into the conversation. So this is the first opportunity. When you want to learn how to have the conversation, start replying your messages in the chat box. Thanks for people who replied that it's clear to you. Now, going to the second thing, it should have a words like total experience and core expertise which are relevant to the job requirement. For example, I'm a front-end developer because I'm coming from technology background. That's why I have written it that way, with 3+ years of experience. Now, let's just focus this line which I have highlighted. Example, I'm a front-end developer with 3+ years of experience. So somebody who's opening a line with, I'm a front-end developer with 3+ years of experience, in that one sentence, it is clearly conveyed that what is my total years of experience, and I'm a front-end developer. Now, when we don't prepare such, tell me something about yourself, people will start with, my name is this, I studied in this school, I'm from this city, I'm from this college, and then, okay, I studied software engineering or computer science, and then they say, I'm a developer. So 4 to 5 or even more sentences have been said, but still it's not covered that I'm a front-end developer. And again, sometimes people miss to convey that what is my total years of experience. And this is one of the most important thing that as an interviewer, I like to listen to, that what is your total years of experience? By looking at person, I may not be clear whether it is 1 year, 5 years, 7 years, 12 years, 15 years. Also, why it is important that when we are hiring for a job, we are looking for a respective years of experience. Every job profile is having the skill requirement, but they are also having that requirement of what is the years of experience that is required in the candidate. So people who miss out on that detail, so they will say whole thing about their, tell me something about yourself, but they have not clearly mentioned that it was 3+ years of experience. I've seen people will, when I tell to my coaches that, okay, you didn't mention your total years of experience, and they sometimes say, Vikas sir, but I told you that I started working in this year, which means those many years have passed. Now, try to understand. You have to make things easier for your interview. Do you want to make things easier for your interviewer or makes difficult? If easier, then type easy. And if difficult, that you want difficult thing for him or her, then type D, difficult. Do you want things easier or difficult? E or D? You want easy or difficult? Type in the chat box. Easy. What about others? Should we make it difficult for my interviewer to know about my profile? No, we want to make it easy. So just this one line, I've done so many mock interviews. I've seen again and again people making this mistake that they don't cover what is my total years of experience. So your profile that you are looking for and what is your total years of experience should be conveyed in. So just imagine what is the requirement that this person is interviewing you. So requirement could have been, we are looking for a front-end developer with 3+ years of experience. And now your opening statement itself say, I'm a front-end developer with 3+ years of experience, and there is a great match. So in my mind, I will start with, yes, this candidate still, this could be a possible match. So that's what differentiate the first opening statement. Now come to the second statement. And in case you have any different thought that, but sir, if somebody else told me this thing or that person told me something else, you can always type in the chat box. If you think that that's not making sense, you can type in the chat box, and definitely towards the end, we can discuss it further. And we are going to cover it in the next 10-15 minutes. So this is going to be a short masterclass on how to prepare. Tell me something about yourself. Now, going further. I have expertise in React.js and React Native and also worked on AWS and mock API. So indirectly, we are conveying all the skills that we are having. Now, some of you might be coming from sales background or other operations background. So what you have to do, you have to add your skill set in that next line. What are the tools and expectation that the job profile is having? And do you have that profile? So for example, if say for some executive role, somebody is expecting that they should be knowing Microsoft Excel. So are you explicitly calling it out that I have 4+ years of experience in writing down or doing reports on Microsoft Excel? If you say it explicitly, it will be clear to the interviewer. So list down all the things that the interviewer is looking for. And that's why when we do whole day workshop, we focus and help people understand that it is very important for you to understand the interviewer's psychology. Job skills are different. So there is a one job skill, which is your skill that you are going to perform on the job. There are soft skills like communication and confidence. But third and equally most important is your job hunting skill. Unless you have that job hunting skill, which first parameter is, do you know how to read out the job description, the job requirements, and whatever job requirement that is being listed from your profile, find out those common factors which are there. So if you found out, for example, say your profile is having 10 skill set, a job is looking for 4 different skill set, or say 6 skill set, 2 of them you don't have, but 4 of them you have. So what you have to do, you have to explicitly call out all those 4 skills which you have, which is also required for the job. So that is your, I have expertise in React.js and React Native and also worked on AWS mock API. Now, then comes having skill is one thing, but there is a certainty that have you actually worked on certain project. It may so happen that you have just studied it so far, but you have not actually performed it in the project. And when there is a job hiring happening, everybody is looking for your worked experience, that have you actually worked in any job or any project that you have delivered in that regard. So next thing is you have to explicitly call out the projects and what was the description of the project, what are the details of the project that you have to do. So is there anyone, any questions so far, or anyone would like to unmute and do a practice session on their, tell me something about yourself, that what you do and how we can improve it further? Is there anyone who would like to unmute and share your thing? In the chat box, you can just type in. I'm not seeing in the chat box. Okay, I'll proceed further. Now, then comes the role of clarity in conversation and communication. I'll give you 2 examples. One, if you ask me, Vikas, tell me something about yourself. And I'll start with, hi, my name is Vikas Jain. I'm a global speaker, author, and coach. I have more than 17 years of experience in corporate. I have previously worked with IBM and McAfee and have delivered 200+ talks to organizations like Yamaha, Dell, Intel. If I'm going for a speaking profile, that's how I'll communicate. Now, the other way of communication could be, my name is Vikas Jain. I have studied in that school. I'm from Delhi and I studied in that college. And this is other way of conveying the same term. Tell me something about yourself. So I see in the chat box that Abhishek would like to unmute and share his tell me something about yourself. So Abhishek, can you unmute yourself and share your thing?
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Abhishek Tiwari. I'm currently working with Media.net as an analyst ad operations. Uh, I have been working with the Media.net in the operations department, where my daily work is related to process optimizations as well as data visualizations. where I have enabled team to save more than 75 hours on an individual basis per week. Also, delivering the insight by delivering the meaningful insights, I have helped a team to achieve 100 year on year 100% growth. Apart from uh, my current role, I have completed my MBA in aviation management and BBA in financial management. That's it from
Okay.
my end.
So first of all, broadly, I would say you have a well prepared session on tell me something about yourself, Abhishek. Though you must have observed there were some ahs and ums in the when you were saying, right? Did you observe them towards the end? You started having ahs and ums. Yes. Now that's what happens when we don't prepare or tell me something about yourself. It is very critical that you prepare it so precisely. See, depending on the job profile, we may have to change our tell me something about yourself because we want to make it relevant for the person or for the organization. So we may have to change that for X organization or tell me something about yours is different because we might want to highlight different skill set, and for other organization it might be something different. So would you like to try again? And to overcome that, how you overcome that ahs and ums? You speak slowly. For example, right now I am speaking slowly, taking pauses. Taking pauses is better than speaking something wrong or saying ahs and ums. So would you like to try again, Abhishek? Okay, go ahead. And I appreciate, I think others will also appreciate with a clap sound. Probably you can unmute yourself and make a clap sound for Abhishek that he has taken this initiative to participate in the conversation. So can we have people unmuting themselves and giving a clap sound? Can we do that for Abhishek? I think we can do that. Yes, we can do that. Thanks for people who did that. Okay. Abhishek, please go ahead.
Hi, my name is Abhishek Tiwari. Currently, I'm working with Media.net as an analyst ad operations. As being the captain of efficiency, uh, with and now I went out. I went blank.
No problem. Continue. It happens. See, consider it as an actual scenario that show must go on. Even if you have made some mistake, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Keep on going. Don't stop.
Okay, let's I'll restart again. Hi,
Right.
my name is Abhishek Tiwari. Currently, I'm working with Media.net as an analyst ad operations. As being the captain of efficiency, uh, with Media.net, I have been able to automate and streamline the tasks, which have saved more than 75 hours per head per week. And I also been working with the data and providing an insight to my team and supporting them with the meaningful information. I have been able to support team to achieve 100% year on year growth. I have also done my MBA in aviation management and BBA in financial management. Apart from all of this, I have done 4 internships in the field of operations and analytics. Uh, During all those times, I have been able to build my expertise in the with the skill with the tools such as Excel, Python, SQL, then Power BI, and Tableau. Thank you.
Okay. And now it was better than, so that's the power of practice, that as we keep on doing the practice, things starts improving. In the chat box, anyone having any feedback? Before I share my feedback, I want to see that what are the feedback of other people about your introduction. Is there anywhere feedback, any quick improvement area? So when we say feedback, we always do the commendation part, that okay, appraise the person for the initiative that they have taken. But in addition, also give them one advice. What do you think? What is one area of improvement that they could have done to make it better? So anyone in the chat box or like to unmute right now? So we are getting one commendation from Ashu, which says that 100% to Abhishek. That's so great. Abhishek, what about others? Anybody else would also like to share their commendation or improvement area to Abhishek? Okay, fresher, how to give introduction? Tell me about yourself for fresher. Pawan, we will, in the interest of time, I'll try to cover, or probably I'll be covering it in my future session, but I'll quickly would like to cover that part. Yes. How to prepare? Tell me something about yourself. Definitely. About any feedback for Abhishek so far? Anybody would like to share the quick feedback about Abhishek? In the meantime, before sharing the feedback, I'll just quickly share one thing that we are going to have a workshop this Saturday, which I just talked about. So I'll give quick details about that workshop, and within 2 minutes, I'll come back to that, how you can also improve your feedback and other mechanisms. So these are the details about the workshop. So basically, it will cover the module industry mastery, that how you should know. So because I think there are so many people who are facing job struggle. So there are various problems like stuck in career, not getting interview calls, unable to crack interviews, low confidence, not able to communicate, gap years, especially women are having career breaks. So all those problems, some people want to change their career and profile. So the problem is that they are not having the right job hunting skills. So we'll, in the module 1, we'll cover industry mastery, then the profile mastery, that why it is important to get to a growth profile, then how to develop inner mastery, how to develop the go for the personal development, then resume and LinkedIn mastery, that how you can build that resume and LinkedIn, which attracts the eyes of people who are looking for people, and then referral mastery, how you can get the referral. And there are people who have attended that program. One of the candidates changed from 20 lakh to 70 lakh within 6 months. There was a girl who got very good hike, and she kept on applying this skill. This is going with a very subsidized offer price. So 5,000 workshop, it's only available full day workshop on this Saturday for 499. And with that, you are going to get bonus one, which is winning resume formats, career guide, how to build yourself. And this is going to be advanced interview guide. So what you saw just now, I was sharing that guide. It is my free offer that it is available to you, that you can download that guide. I'm sure you must be having the link. In case you are not having the link, I'll share you the link in the chat box. Now, this was a quick thing. Is there anyone who would like to receive the link or for the free book? And in addition, I'll share the link of how to register for the workshop. Anyone would like to register for this Saturday's workshop? So I'm sharing the link with you. Yeah, this is the link for this Saturday's session, that how you can develop yourself and how you can work on yourself. I'm sure you are all part of the WhatsApp group, but people who are joining on YouTube, I'll share in the description box that how you can join our WhatsApp group as well. Now, Abhishek, in your introduction, coming back to Abhishek, did you mention what is your total years of experience?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Every point is very critical, right? One more feedback. We should use the pauses appropriately so that my critical information is registered with the person. So for example, hi, my name is Abhishek. I'm having more than your years of experience in the advertisement industry, doing the role of. Now give so much pauses, because why I need so much pauses, that this information is most critical among all. Yes, no, maybe. This information is critical, right, in your interview. So make sure that critical information is covered appropriately, and that's will make all the difference. I think you have pretty much good hold on your tell me something about yourself, but once you will improve on those things, I think you will improve it better. And I'm sure you have registered for the workshop, right? For the Saturday's workshop, right?
Oh, yes, I have done.
Okay, so what's your objective? Like when you registered, what was going in your mind, and what made you made that decision that, okay, I should register for the workshop?
It's simply mostly into what you call it. securing more and more opportunities, as the cracking the interview is not my what we say, not my issue, not the issue for me, because I have a good rate of cracking the interview. It's about 80%. Whatever interview I give, I crack it mostly.
Wow.
So that's securing the job opportunities for at least for the interview part is my aim.
Okay, how to get into the better job opportunities?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Abhishek, for sharing. I'm sure people might be interesting. I have shared the link in the bottom here in the chat box below. If you like to register, thanks for joining for this short masterclass on how to prepare. Tell me something about yourself. I have already shared the YouTube link, so you can share the same YouTube link with your friends so that they can also join our future session and get benefit out of this, at how to prepare. Tell me something about yourself. With that, signing off, your friend Vikas Jain. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being on this quick masterclass. Thanks again.